Got to get the multi stream chat up. Big game for the Lakers today. Big game for the Lakers today. Big one. Obviously going against the Celtics. I think this is really going to test them. Obviously, we've had some solid matchups. Obviously, they played like the Nuggets and whatnot, but I think them playing the Celtics. Next to the Cavs and OKC, I think those are like the three teams where if your team can test well against them, you'll be pretty set up and good to go for the season if they can end up winning. If they win tonight, it'll like establish a pretty big swing. Did you see? I don't know if you did or not. Did you see that Nick Wright had the Lakers as like as his pick to win it all, as well as he had like the pie chart, and I think he only had OKC at like 20% or 10%, something like that, to win the finals. It was kind of crazy. I was kind of taken back. I thought it was going to be a completely different look. Let's move to this slate, because we're going to go over the slate here in a second. I just want to kind of get more people in. How we doing? Wait for them to filter in, and we'll ask questions as we go along. As I fire through the slate, I'll fire through our recap from yesterday, as well as I'll go over our plays. We don't have a video for today, but we are going to have. This is kind of going to be like the live/video for today for the YouTube side of things, so you guys can kind of get the full breakdown on everything. Make sure if you guys aren't on the YouTube side of things, you head over to the YouTube side of things. If you're on TikTok, you can head over to the link in the description. Go right over to the YouTube BDGEBets, as well as you can go follow on X. That's where another way you can see the large screen, because you are going to miss a few things on the TikTok side of things in the short form. BD is so happy the Lakers are good again. No, for real. It's kind of fun they are. I enjoy when Bron's good. I enjoy when Bron's good. Why do I like Dern? I'll get into all of my breakdowns and everything here. After we're done the NBA slate, I'm going to go over pretty much everything. But summary, great matchup versus Golden State. Great matchup. NBA slate for today. We'll fire right into it. Brooklyn going against my Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets are without LaMelo Ball tonight. AKA, that means they're going to get their doors blown back. It's not going to be a hot look. They're pretty much going in this blind. The only player that's really starting that's going to be playing, Josh Green, Miles Bridges, and Mark is supposed to play. I'm not too confident that he does, but he's supposed to. So if he does, that'll help a lot. But for the most part, I think Brooklyn's going to take this one. Pelicans and the Rockets. Houston is -8. I think it's going to be a closer game than that. I think the Pelicans covered the spread here at +8. They played them hard last time they played. Just Zion struggled down the stretch. I don't think he's going to struggle this game. I don't think there's any real reason to. He saw the shots he needed to last game. Like, he simply just had his worst shooting game in the past, like, 15 games he's played. I don't think that happens 2 games in a row, especially because they weren't bad shots. They were clean looks he was getting. He simply was just missing. And I don't think that's going to happen multiple times here in this game. Hawks in shambles right now, hoping they can pull it off, though. Yeah, the Hawks are in a really interesting spot, but we'll see how they do. You're goated, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to be at with Zion here. And the Pelicans are going to cover +8 there. Washington, Toronto. I think Toronto covers this pretty handedly. It seems like everybody's playing. RJ's playing. Scotty's playing. Podol's playing. Seems like everybody's playing for Toronto. If they're a healthy team, they're a good team. Good team in asterisks. They're an all right, decent team. Where Washington still is an absolute shambles. I don't think Jordan Poole is playing either. If he does, great. I think the spread will come down a little bit, but for the most part, I think we like Toronto still at -5. Then we have the Pacers and Atlanta. Obviously, this is the big home run hitter game that everybody's talking about. Spread of being the over-under being 244. It was 242 last night. Now it's up to 244. Indiana's favored by 2.5 points here. So it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, high scoring last game. Went under the total. Still a high scoring game. Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton. Trae Young had like 16 assists, 15 assists last game. Had a huge game. But I think it's going to be a little bit different this time around. But we'll see how that goes. I think the under is still juicy. 244 is just such a high damn score. Atlanta's at home. They perform worse at home this season over the course of the season. So I'm going to lean the Pacers to cover the spread there and win this ball game. As long as Tyrese plays. He's questionable right now. We'll see how long that takes. We'll see if he plays or not. But as long as he's playing, I'm going to take him to win this ball game. Real quick. I'm not seeing any of my TikTok comments for some reason. Luca PA will go over all that, Carter, here in a second. I'll go over the score of that game as well. Giannis might be out tonight. Giannis will... I'll tell you. I thought he was probable. No, he's questionable. Yeah, he might be out with illness. We'll see. So many... What's GTD? Am I tripping or am I dumb? Why am I, like, not processing what the hell that means? I don't know. I need to lock in. Why the hell is this not showing my... Damn. Let's run the TikTok on the main thing right now. It's weird. I know how. That's weird. Normally it shows my TikTok stuff in the chat. I'll have to look on here. Game time decision. Duh. Oh my god. Why am I... I was like... I thought you were talking about like the spread. I was like, what the fuck is a spread? GTA? Yeah, game time decision. Yeah, dumb. Dude, my brain is not on. All right. Anyway. Yeah, he's dealing with illness right now. He's questionable. We'll see what happens with him. Normally illness is honestly like the most fine thing you can see on the injury report. At least in the experience of this season, normally illness doesn't hold people out very often. There's cases where they say illness and it's just like they're resting this game. I don't think that would be the case against Orlando. I kind of liked Giannis's lines versus Orlando, but we'll see what happens there. Anyway, Miami and Chicago here. Minus 3.5 is the spread. Total is 226. We're gonna see a pretty good matchup here. I'm kind of excited. Alec Burks is supposed to start for Miami. Andrew Wiggins is supposed to play. He's just as questionable right now, but I think he's going to play. Kobe White is probable he's going to play. There will be no Lonzo Ball in this matchup, so it's going to be Trey Jones and Josh Giddey at the 1 and 2. Bam is playing. I think Miami's going to take this one at home. Normally they've done, like, so far spread-wise, they're very good at home. So I think they're going to continue to kind of dominate here in the home stretch of games here, the final half of the season. They just have the better matchups. I mean, Davion in the front court, probably going to take on Giddey for most of the game. Trey Jones hasn't been much of a factor. If Andrew Wiggins plays, I like Miami. If Andrew Wiggins doesn't play, I don't like Miami. I think that's the way I'm leaning. Because with Andrew Wiggins, this team is solid. I know it's like on paper it doesn't look like it, but Hero's played great ball. Davion's definitely stepped up the defensive end. And Bam's been playing normal Bam Adebayo play here over the course of the season. So he hasn't really stepped up in any big way, but he's playing good enough ball to where this Miami team is still solid. I think them getting rid of Jimmy was like the best thing for them too. Like they just feel so much smoother without Jimmy. Anyway, Milwaukee at -7. Going against Orlando. I like Orlando in this one to cover. Obviously, Giannis is a game-time decision. Obviously, he's questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. I'm going to lean that he is going to play. I think they have the matchups that they're going to want. Also, supposedly, Suggs is supposed to be back soon. I can look at the exact time frame that I saw. I don't think... Oh, he's out for the season now? I saw an update. I thought it said he was going to come back. Never mind, I'm tripping. I saw an injury update on him. Damn, that hurts. How does that affect Orlando in the playoffs now? That's sickening. I really like Jalen Suggs this year, too. Yeah. That's sickening. He's making $10 million a year? That's nuts. That's so sad. But I still like Orlando in this one. Obviously, Paolo and Franz have been playing great ball. Wendell Carter back now is a really good defensive anchor there down low. Giannis being questionable kind of makes me just lean the safe side of if he doesn't play, I'm definitely taking Orlando either way. To cover here at +7 feels like an easy lock. I would take them all the way. I'd probably take their money line low key in this game, even though it is an away game for them and they struggled in away games so far this season. I think they still can get it done here in Milwaukee, who does not scare me in the slightest bit, like they used to a few years ago. Then we have the next game, which is going to be Golden State and Detroit Pistons. I like Detroit +6.5. You can hate me. You can be like, Gutters, what the fuck is that? Why you taking them? Blah, blah, blah. I like Detroit to cover in this game. Spread, the over-under is 237. It's going to be a pretty high-scoring game according to the books. I don't know if it gets that high. I would lean the under for sure. Wow. But I like this. I like this matchup for Detroit. I think they have the matchup between Dern and Green. Obviously, Butler's been playing out of his mind. Obviously, Steph's been playing out of his mind. But K's been playing great ball. Asar has been really stepping up recently. Very unnoticed. But I think he's stepped up in a pretty big way here. Over the past, I would say, stretch of around 10 to 15 games, he's definitely played a lot better ball. Tobias Harris is a fucking cone, and he shouldn't be on the court. But he's playing. He was out for personal reasons, but I think he is back this game. So I like the matchup for Detroit. They're a defensive, scrappy team that keeps games close. They do not let games really get out of hand. I'm not talking Cade defensively as a god. I know Cade just let Harden go off. I understand that. I'm not saying Cade defensively is a god, but he's able to keep up on the offensive end with almost anybody. Right now he's playing elite ball, period. Steph Curry, obviously, has been going off recently with the addition of Jimmy Butler, allows him to be just an off-ball two, pretty much. Along with Draymond's been playing a lot of almost like point center, which is crazy. But I think Dern has a great matchup in this one. Obviously, rebounding. This team allows a ton of rebounds to big men. His double-double is juicy at plus money. I kind of like it. But I think Detroit covers in this game. I like the spread here. And then the game everybody's asking about. I know everyone wants to know Boston, Lakers. Big game for the Lakers. All right, this is gonna define. I don't want to say this is gonna define a lot of what we expect from them going out, but I think it will in a big way. They've played obviously some tough teams, obviously the Nuggets and all that, but the Nuggets aren't looking like the same Nuggets that we saw a few years back or even last year. Well, last year and they were underwhelming, but about a few years back. This Boston team is playing solid ball. They're one of the best teams in the entire league. Obviously, they've dropped a few games recently that they probably shouldn't have. But when overall looking at the matchup, I like the Lakers. To cover the spread here at +6, Kristaps is questionable, but I think he does play. Coming back, hasn't played since February 26th, if I'm not mistaken. He's supposed to be back this game. Jaylen Brown's off the injury report. Drew Holiday's questionable. I don't know if he plays. He's the one actual true question mark here. Jackson Hayes is supposed to play, even though he's listed as questionable. LeBron James obviously is going to play. Luka Doncic is going to play. Austin Reeves is off the injury report. I know everyone's like, oh, he's not 100%. He's off the injury report. Cade can drive. Dern will thrive. Lakers in 5. That's elite. That's elite. I like the Lakers here to cover the spread at +6.5. Do they win the game outright? I'm not so sure. I like their money line. It's a solid shout, but I'm going to lean them at +6.5 here. I feel like that's a really good spot to get him at. With LeBron playing the 3 now, I think it opens up his game a lot to have Dorian Finney-Smith to kind of just sit. He just kind of is a corner sitter in like real life, which is kind of crazy. I know a lot of you guys play 2K and you'll understand that, but he truly is just a good stretch to have, the stretch 4 there to kind of space the floor there. And Jackson Hayes has been playing the best defensive ball of any center that we've seen. Like, he has, since February 1st, he's been the top graded defensive center in the entire league, which is crazy to say because he's played guys like Jokic, and he's done really well against them. Shooting centers against this team have struggled this season. Guys like Victor Wembanyama have gone under their lines. Cat's gone under his line. Sarr's gone under his line. So shooting centers have struggled against this team. Kristaps, I think, will struggle this game. I like his under at 18.5. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But again, I like the Lakers here at +6.5. Let me get to the comments now. Let's get a few comments rolling in. How we liking LeBron over 8.5 rebounds? It's a good shot this game. If you guys are on the TikTok side of things, I posted a video for this game. Lakers, Boston. I posted a 3-leg parlay for it. If you guys are on the YouTube side of things, I posted it as a YouTube short as well, so you should be able to see it there. But yeah, so that's where we're going. It's Star Beezy. Yeah, I gotta have Star Beezy on a Saturday morning. Gotta have Star Beezy on a Saturday morning. Brooklyn or Hornets money line? I like Brooklyn. The Hornets are without LaMelo Ball today, so KJ Simpson is starting at the 1. Like, they have KJ Simpson and Daquan Jeffries in their starting lineup. I don't. Tim Horton, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Make sure if you guys are on the TikTok side of things, we're about to hop into some plays, and if you want to see the full screen, you head over to the YouTube side. Make sure you subscribe there. We go live, or we have a video, or we have both every single day here in the NBA season, as well as the MLB season coming up. We're going to have a ton of content rolling your way. We're going to have MLB futures going live early next week, so make sure to look out for that. We're going to do an AL video and an NL video, so I'm super excited for that. Hornets might be the worst game ever. It's actually so bad. Pacers and Hawks, I have the Pacers right now. Zion over points is your favorite play. It is my favorite play for today. I love Zion to cover again. Obviously, he struggled last game. We'll get into all that. Do we like Cade today? I do like Cade today. Again, I said earlier, I like his matchup. I think he's able to thrive against this Golden State team. All right, Jehovah's. We can hop into some plays. So again, if you're on the TikTok side of things, you're not going to be able to see the full screen here, but you will see the play at least. So make sure to hop over on YouTube side of things. We're going to start with Kristaps Porzingis as we were talking about the Lakers and Boston. I like him to go under 18.5 points. I feel like this is a really good spot for him. He's gone under this line in 7 of the last 10 games this season, as well as this Lakers team, like I said, is one of the best defenses against centers. Over the past 7 games this season, they're the #1 defense against opposing centers. The #1. We're taking Tingis Pingus under. Again, Jackson Hayes, as I said earlier, has been the best defensive center since February 1st, the highest or the best defensive rating against opposing centers. So again, shutdown defense from Jackson Hayes. He's played out of his mind. He's been a great, pretty much AD plug and play, surprisingly, despite AD being so just well-known defensively. But Jackson Hayes has played amazing. Also, Tingis has not played since the 26th, so I don't think he's going to get a full workload here, as well as like a full usage workload. So I think we're going to get a pretty good, we get a good line there at 18.5. And the Lakers have allowed the 4th fewest points to the pick and roll man, which is where 21%, which is the majority of KP shots, come from. So the Lakers have been really good against that. Again, Jackson Hayes kind of being the leader of that. The Lakers have allowed 5 of the last 6 stretch centers to go under on their lines. By stretch center, I mean shooting centers. Guys that normally take a lot of threes, a.k.a. Kristaps, a.k.a. like Victor Wembanyama, those type of players. They've gone under 5 of the last 6 centers to face them as well. So, it's just a bad matchup. Feels like an easy under here. He hasn't been hitting this recently before he got injured. It's just a very high line for him. And I get it's a high line because this is such a big game and people want to take him. But that's why I think we can take advantage and snag an under today. And I normally don't love unders. You guys know this. I don't love unders. But I think he's just in a bad matchup today. So I think it could be an easy cash. How long will the Mavs curse last? Honestly, I have no idea. But I think there's a few ways you can look at it. One is now they're just going to go into an ultimate rebuild because they have to. Like, they have to blow it up. They have to blow it up. They don't have time. By the time Kyrie comes back, it's going to be about 2027. By the time AD comes back, it's going to be next year. And, like, can AD just carry on his own? No, it's just going to be like the Pelicans all over again. It's not going to be good. All right. Now we're going to head to our next play. I'm not going to waste any more time. Also, Miles Bridges' first half cash yesterday was insane. Nah, he's a fucking dog. It's also, like, I feel like with my Hornets, again, I've crushed Hornets lines this year. If you see me post a Hornets line, like, I'm not kidding, place it. And I'm not saying it to glaze myself. I'm saying, like, I know my team. I watch them almost every single game, unless I'm, like, out and about or doing something, which is not very often. I watch my Hornets. Or I rewatch my Hornets because I have the NBA League Pass. And it is one of the most sad things to ever watch in my entire life. But I like to, like, see a lot of the younger guys ball out. So, yeah, I feel like I know my team really well, and I know the matchups pretty well. So I feel like we've done insanely well on Hornets lines this season. All right, heading in that same game, we're going to stick with it. Austin Reeves over 17.5 points. I get it's a little bit low of a line in healthy games this season. He's hit this in 8 of his last 10 games. Obviously, if you count the game where he wasn't healthy, 7 of his last 10. But he has a great matchup tonight, and that's the thing we want to take advantage of. Obviously, he's crushed some back-to-back games versus Boston in his career, 32 the last time they played. And in his first game back from his injury, where he only missed 2 games, it's not like a super long-term injury with his ankle. He reached 31 minutes. So if you're seeing 31 minutes in your first game back, I feel like he could see easily 32 minutes tonight. And if he sees 31 minutes, 32 minutes, I think it's perfectly fine. He saw all the volume in the world last game. As he attempted 13 shots, he shot 2 for 13. I don't think he shoots 2 for 13 again. So as long as he doesn't shoot 2 for 13 at a horrendous rating, at a horrendous percentage, we have a pretty good spot here for him. He's been crushing this line this season. I expect him to do it again in a great matchup, as Boston allows the second most points to opposing shooting guards in the past 7 games this season. As well, they allow the second most points to the pick and roll ball handler, which is where 23% of his points come from. So again, majority of his shots come from one of their, excuse my dinging. Most of his shots come from those. Damn, I just missed a notey. Shit, my fault. Most of his points come from the pick and roll. Again, 23% of his shots come from there. He's a great matchup. He shot like shit last game. I think he can bounce back in this one in a pretty big way. So I really, really like this play. This feels risky. I understand it feels risky, but it's a huge game for the Lakers. He's going to play some minutes. He saw 31 minutes in his first game back from injury. I don't see any world where now he just doesn't come back and see the same around the same amount of minutes just because of X, Y, and Z of like his injury. Like now they're going to stop limit his minutes because of injury, but they didn't last game. In regulation, he saw 30 minutes. In regulation, without OT, he saw 30 minutes. I don't think his ankle injury is that serious, especially he only missed 2 games. And one of them was a back-to-back. Like it's not like he's really missing like a crazy amount of time. If it was that serious, you know he'd be out multiple weeks. For an ankle especially, yeah, he'd be out multiple weeks. Now he's off the injury report. He's not even on the injury report. Not questionable, not nothing. He's not on the injury report. So, this is dub music. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. So, now we're going to head to our next play. Now, everyone's going to hate this play. Now I'm going to get a lot of flock for it. But, Trae Young, under 40.5 PRA. I like it here. We got a minus 114 on FanDuel last night. Make sure if you're not in the Discord, the link is in the description for the Discord. It's a free Discord. I post all these plays as soon as they come out. Boom. As soon as they're out. Or as soon as I take them. I do my research. Then I post them in the Discord as full cards. And I posted 5 plays last night at like 2 a.m. That's when I normally post them. So you'll wake up to them or you'll see them that night if you're up. So I always post very late at night. But that's because the lines come out at like God knows when. At night. Sometimes I get there at like 11 and I'm able to post them earlier, but it really depends on when the lines drop and whatnot. So if you're on the Discord, make sure to hop in the Discord. Link is in the description. It's free to join. Also, make sure you go follow the YouTube. If you're not following the YouTube, what are you doing? I post everything on YouTube. Everything goes live on YouTube. You get full explanations. You get everything. You get these lives with the full screen. Obviously on TikTok there is no full screen. But yeah, you get everything. Get the whole shebang over on the YouTube side of things. Getting a Luka Discord free pick to complete the Lake Show 3 legs elite. Nah, yeah, that's bars. CJ over 18.5 points. I'm going to look at all the plays that I don't have on here after I'm done going through these plays. So if you have any questions, I'll go over CJ 18.5 when I go over that. But Trae Young. Bugging. Yeah, I'll tell you why I'm bugging. Yeah, this line is fucking high as shit. 40.5 PRA is insanely high. People are like, oh, yeah, the over-under is crazy. Yeah, the over-under is crazy. I understand. It sounds insane to be betting on a 242.5 line or 244 line on a guy to go under his line. What are you talking about? Trae Young's gone under this mark in 58% of games this season. That includes 11 of his last 20 games this season. In home games this season, he's worse. He plays worse. He's only hit this. He's hit under this line in 62% of home games. Not only that, but the Pacers are a pretty bad matchup. They led the 5th fewest points beyond the arc this season, which is why he only took 17 field goal attempts last game compared to his average of over 20. This team's pretty good at limiting his shots. Obviously, he can see another 15 assists all he wants. He can see those 15 assists. Go ahead. But they're going to limit his shots. His usage was only at 25% last game. If he sees 25% usage again, that is not a consistent enough usage to be able to hit over this line at a consistent rate. He had 41 PRA last game. He hit over this line by a hook. So the way the Bucks are going to set this up is going to be putting it right under there so it looks juicy enough to where he just went over this line again. They need to put up another crazy offensive efficient game like they did last game where they're not going to shoot another 50% to start the first half. They shot 50% in the first half last game. They're not going to do that again. That's insane. Realistically. This is a banger fucking automatic one we're normally not. That's like a banger song for like when you're out. Not right now when we're doing plays. But again, under this line feels like a great spot. They don't allow like any rebounding the pass. Not like we're really looking at Trae Young rebounds, but they don't allow a lot of rebounds to point guards. Obviously, bottom 10 in the last 7 games. He had a ton of assists last game. I get it. Cool. Usage wasn't high enough for me. Field goal attempts weren't high enough for me. This team's limiting their shots. He was getting doubled a ton, which is why those assist lines were so high. This Hawks team shot into crazy efficiency. I don't think he's going to see that again. Just me. But we can see. Again, make sure if you're not following, you hit the follow button. I would appreciate that greatly. As we post, again, plays are out every single day on the YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, everything. Everything plays are out. So, yeah, we're going to head to our next play here real quick. I like Jalen Duren. Jalen Durenstein over 11.5 rebounds. I really like this spot. You get it at great value. Minus 105 on ESPN bet. You also can get his double-double for plus money if you want to take that. Points are a little bit sketchy here in the matchup, but rebounds are fantastic. Second most rebounds in the past 7 games this season. Again, you're probably going to ask yourself, why are we looking at 7 games? Why are you not looking at like full season? Why are you not looking at just matchups? Why are you not looking? Because the past 7 games can tell you a lot about a team, especially because we're so close to the trade deadline that once we start getting further and further away from that, further and further away from All-Star break, like you have to remember it's only March 8th right now. All-Star break was about the 20th. So we're not too far out. And we just saw a lot of rollover, transition, guys getting hurt, whatnot. So I'd like to look at the last 7 games because it's the most accurate representation of what this team has been over the course of the past week, 2 weeks, however they've had 7 games. Most of the time that's 2 weeks long. If you go to the best 15 games, it's also not bad once you get into like the April times, the June times. 15 games is a pretty solid sample size because you have no turnover, where we just had recent turnover. If I go to 15 game sample size and I'm like, hey, over the past 15 games, over the past season, that team could have looked completely different. 15 games is an average of about 3 weeks long in the NBA. You normally have about 4 games in a week, roughly 4 to 5 games at the most in a week. A lot of teams only have 3 games. So if you're going back 15 games, you could be going back almost 5 weeks potentially. Hypothetically, probably not, but you get my point. So it's like when we look at the past 7 games, you're getting about a 2-week sample size, which is why I really like that because that's the closest you got to a good spot for where the team is right now. If we go back 15 games, like Jimmy Butler wasn't even on this Golden State team. Last 7 games, Golden State's had the second most rebounds to opposing centers. Not only that, but Durant hit over this line earlier this season versus Golden State, and now he faces Draymond at the center. Draymond's only 6'7". He's allowed a ton of rebounds. I think he has a great matchup here. He's averaging 18.1 rebound chances per game in his past 10 games this season, and that's with an outlier dragging that average down. Without the outlier, he's averaging 20.2 rebound chances per game. So again, he's seeing all of the opportunity in the world to hit over this mark, and Durant's hit over this mark in 3 of the last 5 away games this season, and he's seeing about 27 minutes per game in his past 10 games. Great matchup, ton of minutes. This should be an easy cash. I really like this spot for Durant. Should be a good spot here to be able to take advantage of. With LaMelo playing, or the Hornets back? LaMelo playing? I don't think so. Am I tripping? Yeah, no. The Hornet. He's not playing today. But when LaMelo plays, the Hornets are mid at best. We still stink, and we should tank for Cooper Flag. That's where I'm at. But that's Jalen Duren. We've gone over what? 1, 2, 3, 4 of our plays. Now we have the play of the day. Coming up. My GOAT, my glorious king, big man himself, Zion Williamson, over 23.5 points. 23.5 points. I really like this spot. Really like this spot for him. This is my play of the day. The reason being, he's had an elite matchup versus Houston. He did it last time they played. The last time he played Houston, last game, he had 12 free throw attempts in that game. He made 10 of them. He shot his worst game in the past 10 games he's played this season. He shot 5 for 15. That is horrendous. That is bad. He's not going to shoot that again, especially when he's a close to basket big. And he's going to play the 3 this game. When Kelly's on the floor, he plays the 3. In games where he's playing the 3, Houston allows the most in the past 7 games points to opposing small forwards. So I really like this spot for him. Obviously, he saw all the volume in the world, like we wanted him to last game, and his usage is there. He's averaging 35% usage in the past 10 games this season, which is more than enough to hit over this mark. He's hit over this in 56% of games and 6 of the last 10 games, averaging 27.1 points per game in those games. I don't think he's going to have his worst shooting game of all time again. I think he's going to shoot pretty decently as long as he's seeing those free throw attempts, which he should because Houston fouls at a very high rate. He should be able to easily crush this line. What's up, Kelsey? Do you think this is guaranteed to hit? I don't think anyone any better or capper that says this is guaranteed to hit is literally lying to you. There's nothing that's guaranteed to hit ever. So, do I really like the play? Yes. Is anything guaranteed? Absolutely not. Zion over 30 PR. I like that spot here as well too. So if you want to take his PR, that's not bad. But again, make sure if you guys aren't following, you hit the follow button as we post plays every single day. And now I'm going to be going live every single day. So you're going to see me live every single day or about every single day. The only time I'm not going to go live is probably Sundays. I got shit I got to do on Sundays. Outside of that, you got money on it? Yes, I have money on it. I have money on every single play I post. So if you see it posted, I have money on it. I'm never gonna give you guys a play that I'm not taking myself. I don't do that. You can go on my picket, you can see everything I place. So yeah, so make sure you guys hit the follow button. I would really appreciate that. That'd be dope. Make sure you go hit the follow button on the YouTube side of things. We're trying to hit YouTube. We're trying to hit 5K on YouTube. That would be like the coolest thing ever if I could hit 5K over there. On the BDGEBets channel, we've been grinding there for about we're approaching a year now on there. To hit 5K would be absolutely sick. We post every single day, damn near. During the NBA season, now that the NFL is over, we're posting every single day, whether it's lives, whether it's posts. I'm trying to do 2 a day where I do a video and a live every day, as long as we get the lines as early as possible. So, I'm trying to get that done as well. So make sure you go follow over there. Link is in the description. That'd be absolutely sick if you're not following over there. Would appreciate that. But we're going to be live over here as well. So if you want to hit the follow button over here as well, that'd be sick too. The one outlier was because of me. I bet on him that day. That's actually funny as shit. That's how it always feels, though. All right. We now are going to move on. First off, these are all the picks. All the picks. These are all my picks for today. Kristaps under 18.5. Austin Reeves, banger song. Zendaya, smacks. Kristaps under 18.5 points. Austin Reeves over 17.5 points. Zion over 23.5 points. Trae Young under 40.5 points. And Jalen Duren over 11.5 rebounds. That's the plays. Trae Young assist and rebounds. I like the under there. No, I don't mind him taking over assist and rebounds and under on points. What do you think of Luka's 44.5 PRA line? I saw Alex post it on Twitter. It's not a bad spot. I just like the matchup for Reeves more, but Luka's probably going to pop off in a big game. They need him to. They're one of the worst teams against the pick and roll. So that's where Luka thrives. I think he could really take advantage of that. What's the background on Reeves? Reeves has the best matchup out of anybody on this Lakers team. Plus his line's low simply because he's come back from an ankle injury. But this is his second game back. He saw 30 minutes in regulation last time he played. I think he's going to see around that again this time. He shot his worst game last game, 2 for 13. He's not going to shoot that again. I think this is a really good time to take advantage of him. Pause. Take advantage of the spot. Any college basketball plays? Not today, Ryan. I'm not a huge college basketball guy right now. Maybe when March Madness comes around, I'll do like my research and really start running it. But like March Madness will probably go live every day and I'll have some March Madness picks. But I'm not super up to date with college basketball, so I don't feel comfortable. Again, everything I tell you guys to take, I'm taking myself. And if I'm not confident enough to take it, I'm not going to sit here and suggest you guys take stuff. That's not really how I do things. I'm telling you, take St. Bonaventure money line. Spencer, if I knew ball, I probably would. But sadly, I don't. So I can't convince myself off you just telling me that. I'm gonna take Reeves, bro. Hope he doesn't sell me. Listen, I put money on him too, so I hope he doesn't sell us either. I don't think he is. That's where I go to school. Okay, so you're biased, motherfucker. I took Reeves last time, bro. He had 8 points. Yeah, he had 8 points again. He shot 2 for 13. I don't think he's going to shoot 2 for 13 again. So, as long as he doesn't shoot 2 for 13, we should be fine. Got the goat, Summer saying. Do we like Reeves at 18.5 points? Yeah, I like him all the way up to 20. Like 19.5. I'll take him all the way up to 19.5. I think he's going to probably drop like 23 this game. What do you think about Jalen Duren double-double? I think there's great value on it. I wouldn't take Jalen Duren on books like... This is going to sound crazy because I'm sponsored by them. But like UD and maybe the Sleeper's different. But I'd probably not take it on UD just because it's minus 137 on UD. You're not getting the value like you would where it's plus money on like Sleeper and some other places. So if you have Sleeper available to you, that's where I would take it. And you can use my link in the description if you don't have Sleeper to sign up. Super easy. I'm a little doubtful of Reeves, not gonna lie. Okay. That's fine. If you had one good pick from this, what would it be? Zion, 23.5. That's where I'm at. Paulo over 6.5 rebounds. Not a bad shout. I really like that spot. I was looking at it last night. That's not a bad shout at all. Should I flex? How confident on you? I mean, I'm always very confident in my plays, but I always do encourage people to flex their plays. Like I always like flexing your plays is the smartest way to make money over time. If you just take like straight just 5-leg parlays every day, you're not like you're gonna hit bigger one time, but then you're gonna lose all that money almost every single time over the long run. I always suggest flexing. You're always gonna go like 3 for 4 and be like, damn, I should have flexed, and then you're gonna look back at it and be like, damn. Where if you flex and you go 4 for 4, you're like, fuck, I should have not flexed, but at the same time, you're still making money either way. Like you just lose a little bit of profit over the top end, but it's not enough to where over time you're going to be kicking yourself. Like I think flexing is always a smarter option. Giannis over 25.5 points. Giannis is a solid shout, but he's questionable. So we have to look out for that. He is dealing with illness. He could be resting for the back-to-back. Who knows? But if he plays, 25 points is solid. Why the under on Trey? It's just a super high line in a matchup where he doesn't really have a great matchup. Hasn't seen the high usage. Hasn't been really seeing many of the shots that we've been looking for. He only saw 17 field goal attempts last game, so there's not a ton of volume there to really work with. Obviously, he had a huge assist game, but does he have back-to-back massive assist game where his team shoots at 50% in the first half? I don't think so. That's just way too high of a line to feel like it's going to be consistent, especially because the Hawks traditionally shoot like absolute dog shit. So him having one great game, I think it's kind of an outlier there. I understand the total's really high, so again, maybe he pops off like 37. Who the fuck knows? But I think I'm going to take the lean on the under there for sure. Cole Anthony is. I haven't seen anyone say that yet. LaMelo under. LaMelo's not playing. LaMelo's out. Hands on me in your skin tight jeans. I don't know about Reeves, man. Everyone could say I don't know about Reeves because he had one bad game. He had one bad game, and now everyone's going to be off him, and they're going to be mad that when he hits. I say that he's probably going to miss now that I said it, but. Luka assists. Luka PRA, Luka assists, not bad. I like both those plays for sure. Zion over under double-double. Double-double is high for Zion. I probably wouldn't take a double-double. Jalen is a hard pick. Just is a great matchup for Jalen. He's seeing the minutes too, so I really like that spot. You think if Mark Williams played last night, they beat the Cavs? No. No, I don't. Like, I understand Bridges went off, some great games all around, but I don't think so. From the Dominican Republic, how can I subscribe? You can just follow the links in the description, and you can go to my YouTube. You can subscribe there. We post plays every single day for free. The Discord's in there. It's also free. It's a free Discord. It's a free YouTube. I post plays every single day for you guys. Obviously on the TikTok side of things, so if you want to follow here, I post every single day as well. So you're not going to be missing out on anything. We posted today for the Lakers and Boston game, so I have a parlay for that game. I know a lot of you guys like the specific games, so I try to do that as much as possible. The 5 GGs, I appreciate that, dude. That's sick. I appreciate that. But yeah, so we post stuff every single day, so I try to do my best to get everything out to you guys. Most of the time it's posted at like 1 a.m. because that's the plays come out at like 12, so I try to turn it around as fast as possible. But you'll probably see it in the morning as soon as you wake up. At least that's Eastern time. If you're Western time, it's coming out to you at like 9, 10 at night. Quick math. Yeah. So I got Zion on my streaks. I'm trusting you. Now listen, I really like Zion today. I took Austin for 13 points. It's a solid little ladder. How confident are you? I'm always very confident in my plays. Always very confident in my plays. There's nothing that's ever guaranteed in this. If anyone ever tells you there's something guaranteed, they're literally lying straight to your face. There's nothing ever that is guaranteed in this industry. Nothing ever. Like literally ever. So if anyone tells you that, they're lying and you should unfollow them. I'm just saying. That's my take. That's my personal take. I think if someone's out there being like, this play's guaranteed, like there's 0% chance it misses, they're literally just trying to get you to bait them. That's how it is. And that's a lot of people do it because it creates views. It creates a lot of talk. Creates a lot of engagement. People do it all the time. But I just think it's so stupid. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you put on these? Individual plays, I put 25 on each. And then if I parlay it, I'll put on a 5-leg, I'll normally split that in half. And I'll do half a unit for those plays. And to me, again, for everybody that's asking or whatever, this is how I look at it. If you're looking at units and you're like, oh, he's not putting $1,000 on it, it's because I don't fucking have $1,000. So for me, like a certain amount of money might be more, or for someone else, a certain amount of money might be more. Like some people might be like $5, so I could put on this, and like you look at that $5 and like, damn, it's only $5, but to them that's a lot of money. So I never like think people should be looking at someone's like just be like, how much do you put on this? And then to them it's like a low number, or to them it's a super high number, and it's like whatnot. Because some people $1,000 is nothing. Some people $100 is nothing. I know people in this industry that make like, no joke, like $3K a day. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I do not do that. So I can't put $100 on everything. Arbitrage bets are guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. It's a higher percentage, but nothing's guaranteed. How would you feel about the first half under for Porzingis? I would also like that as well. I don't know what that line's at right now. I haven't looked. 20 plus for Lillard. I like 20 plus for Lillard. Everyone's saying I've seen 23.5. That feels like a gray area for me. But I would like him there. And guys, if you guys aren't following, make sure to follow. I post plays every single day. And we're live. We're going to be live like every single day outside of Sundays. So 6 days of the week, you're going to get it live. Asking questions, seeing what you think, going over stuff. Normally I go over these with like the graphs and everything, but Do you like any Hornets line today? No, not a big Hornets line guy today. I think this game's just kind of a wash. I don't like it. What K props do you lean today? I like his over on points. I think he's gonna have to score to keep up. Plus, the Warriors are worse against the pick and roll ball handler, so I like Cade. Nothing was guaranteed when Aaron Rodgers 0.5 yards square didn't hit. Oh my god, I forgot about that. The free square of Aaron Rodgers, and he goes down. They gave it to everybody still for free, but yeah, that was hilarious. Aaron Rodgers, half a yard, doesn't even get half a yard. Oh, that was tough. Just do a 15-leg CBB lay because FanDuel had no sweat. Then catch betting money line. Shit. That's a movie. That's a movie. Zion's going under. He's popular. It's because he's a great matchup. I like Griffith over 17.5 RA. Yeah, if he plays. He's questionable right now. On a back-to-back tomorrow, so who knows. Why Porzingis under? He has, obviously coming off the injury. He hasn't played since the 26th. He's gone under the 7 of the last 10 games he has played. This is a really tough matchup. The Lakers are the #1 defense versus opposing centers in their past 7 games this season. Jackson Hayes is the highest defensive rating against opposing centers this season. They also have destroyed shooting centers, aka stretch centers, over the past, over most of the season, honestly, even before Jackson Hayes really took over. But they just held Cat to back-to-back games when they played him to 12 and 11 points, who I would give a similar vouch to as like a KP, where he's going to post up and he's going to shoot threes. I think they do really well at defending that, so. Why Jalen more rebounds? This Golden State team will let the second most rebounds in the past 7 games, as well as he's facing Draymond pretty much head-to-head. He hit this the last 2 times he's played Golden State as well in his career. He's seeing a ton of rebound chances per game at over 18 per. That's with an outlier. Without the outlier, it's like 20. So he should have a pretty good volume here to hit over this line. How do you feel about Jokic's first 30, 20-20? That was nuts. Obviously, he needed OT to help, but... yeah, we bet last night on his 26.5. We went 3-1 last night. I didn't even go over the recap of last night. We went 3-1 last night. Did pretty well for ourselves. Yeah, I can pull up. I think I have the recap. Nah, fuck that. I don't feel like pulling it up. But we went 3-1 last night. So we did really good yesterday. The only one we missed was Fox. Fox he had all the volume we needed. 0 for 6 from 3. Just couldn't fucking shoot. So I was happy with everything else. Miles Bridges cashed in the first half of yesterday, the play of the day. But now, what the hell? Any LeBron lines? I like his over on rebounds, but it is plus money. But you can take it. It might not be plus money anymore. Last night it was plus money. What the hell? But yeah, so I like LeBron rebounds if you want to take a LeBron line. That was on the TikTok and the shorts for today. So huge. If you guys aren't following on the YouTube side of things, I know I've said this a few times. If you guys aren't following on the YouTube side of things, make sure to head over to YouTube. It's in the description. It's where I post everything in depth. So if you guys are asking reasons for lines I take, you'll find out the best reasons for there. Obviously, today I'm only doing a live. On weekends, it'll probably be Saturdays only a live. Sunday, I'm going to be only doing a video. And weekdays, we'll be having a video and a live stream every day. So as long as it's not just like a 1-game slate. If it's a 1-game slate, I probably won't. But yeah, for the most part, we're going to be doing lives and videos every day on the YouTube side of things. And that's where you can see the full screen. Obviously, right now, you guys can't see the full screen on TikTok, but that's fine. If you want to check out the full screen, you can go to Twitter, or you can check out on YouTube. So, also, we're trying to get 5K on YouTube. So if you go sub, though, big smoochies and a lot of love over there on the betting side of things. That'd be pretty sick. Man, they got this revenge game narrative. Canal strap Fox. It wasn't even, I don't think, strapped. I truly think Fox had a lot of open good looks. He just missed a lot of shots, which was sickening. Like, he had wide open looks and just missed. It's tough. Nah, Porzingis cooking us out in LA. I mean, that's like old LA he cooked. I don't think he's going to cook this year. You think Cade under first half points? I don't think under first half points is a good look. I think he's going to have to score early and often for this Golden State team, against Golden State, if they really want to keep up. Asar's been playing really good recently, though. That is something to know. Asar's been playing really, really good. So maybe he takes a little bit of that usage away, but I don't think really it's going to be enough. Where Cade's going to have to score a lot to keep up with Steph, who's been playing like an off-ball one. And again, the Golden State lineup for today is going to be Steph, Pod, Moses, Butler, and Draymond. It's just a small lineup, dude. Just sub on YouTube, give me my smoochie. Dub! Thanks. That's huge. Love that. Big smoochies for anybody that subs to the YouTube. Appreciate that. That's sick. I know way too many people here right now. All right, we're going to do this, though. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, yeah. How you down? Switching it up. On the YouTube chat, if you're in the YouTube chat, give me some plays to look at. Why is that notification? Someone just subbed. I missed the notification. So damn small. I'll make that bigger. I don't miss a sub again. I don't want to miss subs. You guys are subbing over here. I wanted this noti to pop up so I can shout you out. If you sub on the YouTube, you'll get a shout out. Thoughts? Fuck, I didn't mean to start it over. All right. In the YouTube chat, aka Caleb and Jake for the most part, with a little bit of Logan, let me know what plays you guys wanted me to look at, and I'll look at them in the YouTube chat. Sorry, TikTok. I apologize, but I'm going to have to prioritize the YouTube chat now for plays. But if you want your play to be looked at kind of in depth and get my reasonings, make sure to go to the YouTube side of things and ask in the comments, because that's where I'm probably going to be answering most of the questions. CJ over 18.5. He's at 17.5 now. So we got to be a little bit cautious of that. Obviously, we're going to be looking at him. Is he playing the point today? He goes back and forth all the time. He's playing the point today. So we're going to be looking at him against point guards. Houston gives up a lot of points over the season against point guards, but we're going to have to dive into that. Being seeing the minutes, 34 minutes a game over the past 10. Field goal attempts have been low, and he's been shooting like dog shit over the past 3 games. 5. What percentages are that? 30, 36, and 36? Yeah, that's tough. Oh, those are home games. Excuse me. We're not looking at that. He's away. 5, 5, 4 still. So still 33, 36, and 56. Hit this in 4 of the last 10. Hit this in 63% of games this season, though. Point guards past 7 games. Rockets are bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good matchup. Where's the prop madness for this? Not a hot history, though. All 3 games he's played in this series gone under. Now, he had, what? If this is 18.5, he had 17.5. We had 17.5. He had this in once. He had 18. You know, ball handle they stink against. But they are good against spot ups and transition, which makes up 39% of his points. 5 position. Can we load it? They're looking at shooting guards for C because that's where it's listed. But he's point guard. So they don't really have that accurate. Damn. All right, but I do like the spot. I think he's a really good chance to hit this. It's just it really comes down to how he shoots from a field goal percentage perspective. But he's seen the volume we're looking for. He's seen the 3 points too. Averaging how many 3 points a game? 8. Yeah, that's what you want to see. Obviously, the 8th most 3-pointers made this season, opposing point guards as well. Bam points. What's up, Spencer? Bam points. Bam. Miami. What the hell? Refresh. Refresh. Banal. For those that are asking what this is props.cash. It is a paid site though, so if you want to get on it, you can use code GUT25 and you get 25% off your first month. It's pretty sick. But yeah, it is paid, so if you don't want to pay, that's very valid. Bam in a matchup against sorry. Who started? Still Zach. Yeah. I hit this in back-to-back games. Usage is gone an increase since March. 27 plus. Was that 20 before? Seen the minutes as well, so 43 minutes last game. Whew. A lot of usage. A lot of field goal attempts too. Definitely seen the volume at 15.8. There's got to be a reason it's this low. How are they doing the past 7 games? Not hot. Good matchup there. Oh, it's kind of a juice line. Minus 122. Oh, you can get minus 110. Minus 110. But this is what I talk about when I talk about prize picks and underdog. Why it's like I don't really encourage you to take that. Like I'd rather just get straights. But if you're young, if you're too young, I understand. But like you look at the value you're getting here, minus 110 on BetMGM compared to minus 137 average on prize picks. Like that is an insane drop off on the average over under you're getting from just going to a regular book to a line like this. So just a thought. They allow a ton of points in the pay to Bam where he scores 34% of his points. They're literally the worst against guys like Bam. They go 5 of 5 against centers, 9 of the last 15. Great matchup. Yeah, Bam points is a really good spot. A really good spot. Really good spot. Oh, your guys' screen over here is kind of fucky. Let me go back to here so I can look at some TikTok comments. Dub follows. Huge. Appreciate everybody that followed. Just subbed on to YouTube, give him his booty. I already read that, I think. Damn. I'll double down. The Panthers logo being off kilter upsets me. Come from a Panthers fan. What do you mean it's off kilter? Sorry, I bumped it like 10 fucking times. Normally when I walk in this room, I bump it. Oh yeah, good enough for you to tail? I might look into it, Caleb. Might have to look into it. Might have to look into it for show. What up, Javon? Max over 29.5 PR, easy lock. I like that. Spot for show. For show, for show. Jalen is going to foul out by the end of the first half. Want to run 2K? Enough. Not right now. I do love fucking grinding 2K though. Giannis points. Giannis is questionable for tonight. I don't know if he's going to play or not. I would lean he's going to play, but he does have illness, game time decision. We'll see if he plays. If he does play, I like his lines. If not, then I like Orlando to cover easy. Lakers spread, I agree. I like Reeves for sure. No, it's a good spot. Porzingis over. Everyone's just looking at the old matchups. It's not the same team. It's not the same team. Bam assists. We can look at Bam assists. We just looked at Bam points. We'll look at Bam assists. Where are you shooting? 3.5? Say 3.5? No, I said no. I didn't say it. 4.5 over plus money. They're allowing the 11th most assists over the season. His potential assists. We filter this. 6.3 per game. been close over the past 4. Hit this 3 the last 5. Matchup. Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, not a hot matchup over the past 7 games. Not a hot matchup by player type. By position, it's not bad. But assist chart, all right. The assist chart looks solid. It's not a bad shout. I don't love it myself, especially because you're getting it for such a high value at plus money. But again, you're getting the value. So if you want the value, it's not a bad shout at all. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. In home games, it's a little bit better. 50% of home games. Averaging 6.6 potentials in home games. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. All right, I'm out of here. Good luck. Good luck, Caleb. Appreciate you. Still dodging the body. Money line. Listen, brother. You're a homer. I can't trust a homer. How am I supposed to trust a homer? Huh? How am I supposed to trust a homer? That's insane. Can y'all drop the ball knower shirts? Oh my god. You guys gotta stop spamming. Are you doing the play? They just on your screen? Yeah, I'm doing all the plays. I have all these plays. You can go check on the you can go check in the Discord too. I have all the plays in there. Y'all can drop more ball knower shirts for sale. We're gonna be dropping shirts here in the spring for show. You power the last play or flex? I always flex everything. Gesicki to the Bengals. Gesicki's already on the Bengals. You mean he's re-signing? Jalen Duren is a homer. I mean Jalen Duren is a homer pick. I'm not a Pistons fan. Is the 14.5 rebounds and assist a hit? Keep pounding, Mac. Let's fucking go, dude. Love that. Love the Panthers love in here. There's not much Panthers love. I normally have a neon sign here. Right? The neon sign. My sister's got it. The neon sign normally fucking smacks. I had to take it down for a little bit. But I'm hoping to get another one. Because the last one broke. So I'm hoping I get another one here soon. I don't know what I want it to be. What do you guys think I should have the neon sign be? What do you think I should have this neon sign be? That was completely off topic from what any of you guys give a fuck about. But I'm trying to think. It's so cute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm working. Can you hear me? I'm working. Can't talk. Okay. Let me back. I'm working? Yeah, no, this is technically work. This is technically work. So, but I also don't want to talk on the phone while I'm here. Get a custom BDG neon sign? I feel like that's just a lot of money. To get a custom one, it's a lot of money. Giannis 27.5 points. Not a bad spot, but again, he's questionable, so we'll see. Flex or power, flex everything. Tyree Eason over points, basically free. Flex everything, flex everything. Again, like I said before, if you're not flexing everything, you're going to lose money over time, and it's not going to be fun. You're going to look back and be like, why didn't I flex it? I just went 3 for 4. It's just the most it's the smartest thing to do. But Zion and Trey are scary. No, every play is technically scary, but if you just know the good matchups, which we're taking, I still like them. Austin's not even on the injury report, first of all, and he played 30 minutes in his first game back last game. I don't think he's still like that hurt. Keyshawn George under 2.5 threes. Every play is scary. Facts. Dude, every time I place a play, I'm like, it's a great matchup, but who knows? What do you think about Giannis points, rebounds, and assists? It's a solid spot as long as he plays. He's questionable right now. Game time decision. We'll see if he actually plays. I asked like 3 times. What the hell? What'd you ask? Trae Young assist. Thoughts on it hitting? It's a good spot. I lean the under on everything Trae Young, but because they just shot so well last game. So it's really tough to look at it. Like, they shot so well last game. Do they repeat that? That's the only thing throwing me off, but the matchup's there. Should be a solid spot. It's not a bad look. Tobias Harris, RA. If you're betting on Tobias Harris, you have a problem. He's a literal cone. But his RA is actually pretty good this game, and I do like the matchup, so. Hallie RA? I haven't looked at Hallie RA. Go Gut in the house? Appreciate you, dude. A fathead of a Woj neon sign? Tinder date booty call? That was my sister. Wait, you guys in NOLA? No, we weren't in NOLA for the Super Bowl. Sadly. We didn't go to NOLA. We all stayed in. Stayed in New York. Just vibed. Kind of so much nicer than going to crazy NOLA. Especially because the game was so ass. So I kind of look at it and I'm like, I'm kind of happy we did. But there was a lot of people there that would have been really cool to meet. That's huge for Gesicki to stay in Cincy. This won't stop. I say so. Where would you be right now if BDG didn't exist? I'd be coaching. I had 2 coaching jobs lined up that I was going to take before I went to BG. You know, where I was doing like training on my own, and then like still continued to do that and worked with some of the kids, try to get them to the next level. But that's what I was primarily doing. Did you not see how the Rockets played him last game? I 100% did. And he also missed a lot of easy opportunities. He got fouled a lot. He saw a lot of opportunities to make a lot of shots. Like, I truly think that he doesn't shoot 5 for 15 again. That's why. You aren't answering our questions. I am trying to, G. There's a good amount of questions that fly in. So, you from NC, why the Panthers logo, brother? I am not from North Carolina, but my whole family is pretty much from South Carolina. Anderson, South Carolina, right next to Clemson. So that's why I just became a Panthers fan from the whole family, an extended family. And I went there for a long time, every single summer, 3 months, pretty much every summer. I was in South Carolina, so fell in love with the Panthers. Fell in love with Steve Smith, honestly. Why Zion over? Just a great matchup. Saw a ton of volume last game. Has been seeing 35% usage each game. Great matchup as well. Houston allows the most points to opposing small forwards. Coaching football, what level? I'd be coaching at the college level. Probably D3, D2. I got a D2 offer, but I don't know if there was just not enough money there, so I probably would have gone to D3 with more money. Which is like ironic. You go down, but there's more. Yeah, it made no sense, but it's kind of how it presented itself. Bryce Young breakout season? Nah, facts. We need it bad. I'm so hype after watching the end of the season. Draymond 50 plus PRs. It's not a bad spot. I don't love it going against Dern head to head. I also don't like the matchup scoring wise. He's gonna be matched up on a SAR probably most of the. Actually, no. So I was gonna be on Jimmy. Tobias might be on him. Tobias, that's a good matchup. Probably go points or rebounds. No, I like that spot. Not bad. Against the Lakers, Kristaps drops 30. Don't listen to him, guys. Yeah, no, facts. Because this Lakers team has been assembled for a total of like 4 games. But you're so right that against this Lakers team, he's going to drop 30. No, that's actual bars and facts. It's actually so bars and facts. Like, that is stuff that like actually bothers me. Like, they're like, oh, against the Lakers, he cooks. Like, no, he hasn't fucking played this Lakers team at all. Like, Luke has been on this team for like 7 games. He played the AD Lakers. Like, cool. That's a lot different than where they're at right now and the way they rotate and who's their starting lineups. Like, everything. They pretty much about this team is different. The way they're playing is different. Like, they've gone from the 7th seed to the 2nd seed for a reason. Like, I hate that. I hate that take. I don't mean to be shitting on whoever said that, but I just hate that take. I think those takes, especially right after All-Star break, like we're on March 8th, everything just changed. Oh, anyway, I bet sketch at a bar that week. That's kind of dope, Spence. That's sick as hell. We love D'Angelo Williams. D'Angelo Williams was a dog. Cade over 5 rebounds. Not a bad shout. I like his RA this game. I like his PRA this game, honestly. I think Cade has a pretty good game. Great matchup against Golden State, too. If you win, I'll give you half. You don't have to give me anything. I promise. Because I also have money on all of these plays. That no-look turnaround tutty from Bryce was nasty, dude. It was amazing. You still see yourself a BDG in 3 years? Yeah, I do. Jokic went crazy last night. Just Jokic over. Dude, Jokic was nuts last game. And the fact that we got his points in OT was like the most stressful thing of all time. He didn't score for the last 5 minutes and 49 seconds. And I was like, what the hell? Are you still with BDG? Yes, I am. I'm literally streaming on the BDGEBets channel right now on the YouTube side of things. If you're not on the YouTube side of things, make sure to go follow on the YouTube side of things. We're trying to hit 5K over there. That'd be the dopest thing of all time. Big smoochies. Plus, you'll get a shout out on the screen. It pops up on the screen when you follow over on the YouTube side of things. So that'd be sick. And then also, I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. Make sure to follow here because I post videos every single day on the TikTok side of things, on the YouTube side of things. We're live every single day outside of Sundays. So make sure to follow on everything pretty much, and you'll get plays every single day from wherever the hell. So, and we've been cashing out all season, so it's pretty dope. I also always do in all the videos. I always go over my over-unders on the my recaps and everything, so you'll see like monthly projections and how I'm doing and whatnot if you care. So, you know, are you gonna show more picks? Nah, these are the only picks I got. I'm probably leaving soon. I've been streaming for like an hour and I technically have a date at like 1 that I'm not ready for at all, and I'm still supposed to lift, so might be a little late. I also got to call my sister back now. So, yeah, the YouTube better. YouTube better for sure. It's a better view. Better easy. And plus, normally when I go over like actual window stuff, like when I flip to this screen, where it's like now TikTok comments, but when I flip to that screen, it's normally better for the YouTube because you can see everything for like the plays. Like if I flip to this now, like you can see the full play on the YouTube side of things. Where on the TikTok, it's cropped. So you guys kind of get cooked unless I like move it. But even when I move it, you're still missing a ton of value here. It's on the screen. So what are we hitting today? I got to look. I'm doing an athlete split recently. So I'm doing all the... I have my old football workouts from back in college. So my one buddy hooked me up with their program for the off season. So I've been running that program. And I think today is power cleans. That's my compound lift, I think. So, what's 6 days straight? Rest day was yesterday. That's huge. 6 straight days is a lot. You think that's a parlay? I normally don't parlay everything. I normally do all straights, then like a parlay for like half a uni. Isn't Durant coming off a really bad game? Yeah, that doesn't really change my mind. What kind of workouts do you suggest for forearms? I don't normally work my forearms. I work like power cleans and all that sort of stuff that kind of all just are incremented into forearms. Plus just working out a ton of biceps, like over time your forearms will grow. I don't really normally focus on them that much, but what games do you think are good money lines? I think Brooklyn's good money line against Charlotte. I think Indiana, Pacers are a good matchup against Atlanta for money line. I think Orlando against Milwaukee is the value pick for money line. That spread keeps going lower and lower and lower. And if you want a really long shot, I think Detroit beats Golden State. Got you count your calories? I do. This motherfucker's 300. Sucks. But caffeine's huge. That's why I normally drink a Monster. But I also drink like a coffee and a Monster a day, so the calories we'll see, but yeah. Anyway, if you guys want plays every day, make sure to follow on here. Make sure to follow on the YouTube. You know. Damn, I'm trying to get that physique right now. Facts. Now's the time. Now's the time. About to be summer around the corner. Got to get that physique right. All right, Jehovah's. Wait, the Nets or Hornets? I'm taking the Nets. I know I'm a Hornets fan. I'm taking the Nets. Been going to the gym for three times a week, almost 2 months now. Starting to see a little results. Love that. If you even increase 3 times, like my suggestion for people is go 4 times a week. I think 4 times a very healthy balance. You get more days than you don't. You can do normally pretty good splits in 4 days a week. If you just do push pull to like 4 days out of each week, like you're normally going to see a good amount of results. Plus it normally like they're a little bit longer of workouts, but I think it's better than 3 days. That's just my personal opinion. I think 4 days is the best all around. Like, and then you're not overworking yourself too. I know now someone like I'm like a fucking gym addict. I go like every single day, but that's not like every people's shit. So if you want to go less, I think 4 days is like the perfect amount. 3 days you get away with it, but I think you'll see results quicker. You add 1 more day. Panthers need linebackers bad. I know, dude. All right, Jehovah's. I gotta end it. I gotta end it because I gotta go. Gotta do shit. So I will catch you guys. I don't know if we're going to be live tomorrow, but we're definitely posting a video tomorrow, so make sure to check out the video for tomorrow. If you want to see the recaps for everything today, make sure to hop in the Discord. Make sure to hop on Twitter. Make sure to follow the YouTube. All the links are in the description. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Appreciate all you guys for following and whatnot. And, yeah, have a great rest of your guys' day. Hey.